What if I told you that the secret to bringing your dreams to life this year might be logging off your social media and hiding yourself to focus entirely on your goals? Would you take the chance to disappear for a while, even if it meant putting your social life on hold? It's not about isolation. It's about creating a space where your energy and time are devoted to what truly matters. Sometimes the path to success starts in silence. Disappearing isn't about running away. It's about creating space to work on yourself and your vision. It's a chance to reset, realign, and put in the effort without distractions. And when the time comes to reappear, it's not about showing off, but about sharing your growth and inspiring others. In this video, we'll explore the art of disappearing to focus on your goals and reappearing with a story that speaks volumes without saying a word. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. Okay, listen, have you noticed how much time you spend scrolling on Instagram or TikTok? Like seriously, how often are you checking in on people you don't even know? I get it, we all do it. But think about what you could do with all that time. What if you just logged off for a bit? Not forever, just deactivate for a month or so and see how it feels. You could use that time to focus on things that actually matter, like hitting your fitness goals or finally starting that side project you've been putting off. Trust me, it's not as scary as it sounds, and it gives you so much clarity. Plus, the apps will still be there when you're ready to go back. But imagine how much more focused and energized you'll feel when you're not constantly distracted by everyone else's highlight reel. It's about creating space for you to do the things that actually move you forward. You can do anything, but not everything. What if you set up a real secret workspace? Like an actual zone in your house that's just for getting things done. It could be a corner of your room, a cozy nook, or even just a little desk tucked away. Let your household know this is your focus zone, no distractions, no "can you do this" or "can you help with that?" Just you and your work. Having that space just for you and your goals makes all the difference in staying on track and cutting out interruptions. It's one of the easiest ways to boost your productivity and get more done without feeling pulled in a million directions. You have to decide what your highest priorities are and have the courage, pleasantly, smilingly, unapologetically, to say no to other things. You know that feeling when you say yes to something and then a minute later you regret it because it doesn't align with your goals and values? You agreed just to make others happy, and now you're the one feeling miserable. You don't have to say yes to everything, though. It's time to start saying no to the things that pull you away from your goals and what really matters to you. Instead of jumping into every weekend hangout or last-minute plan, politely decline and use that time to focus on what truly moves you forward. Focus is a matter of deciding what things you're not going to do. You've got to turn off those notifications, seriously. Mute all the non-urgent stuff so you're not constantly distracted. Use the do not disturb mode on your phone when you're in deep work mode. It's a total game changer. You'll get so much more done when you're not checking every text or email that pops up. Let the world wait for a bit while you focus on what's actually important. Trust me, you won't miss anything. And if you really have to check your notifications, schedule it. Maybe once in the evening. Just make sure it doesn't interrupt your flow. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. Stop getting involved in gossip and drama. It's such a waste of energy. If a conversation isn't helping you grow or just doesn't vibe with where you're at, politely excuse yourself. You don't need to be wrapped up in other people's mess while you're out here trying to level up. Protect your peace and stay focused on what really matters. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Use a pseudonym if you want to create without the judgment from people you know. Work under a different name when you're putting out content, whether it's a blog, a podcast, or even starting a YouTube channel. If you're doing YouTube, you can keep it low-key with faceless videos or voiceovers. It's a simple way to share your work without the pressure of people close to you watching. And if things don't go as planned, you won't have to worry about anyone criticizing you. It gives you the freedom to experiment and grow without feeling like everyone's got an eye on you. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks and then starting on the first one. All right, first things first. Do you even know your goal? Like, what do you actually want to achieve? You've got to define a clear goal. Let's say you want a sexy toned body. That's your goal. But how are you going to get there? To avoid feeling overwhelmed, set something specific and break it into small, manageable steps you can stick with. For example, commit to working out for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, for a whole month without skipping. Keep it simple, stay consistent, and watch yourself actually make progress and keep moving forward. When you know your why, you'll find a way to make it happen. Let's say you've got your goal figured out, like you want a sexy toned body, but have you really thought about why you want it? Is it to get your ex back? To grab your guy friend's attention? Or maybe it's because you're secretly competing with your friend? Defining a goal is great, but understanding your why is what's going to keep you pushing when things get hard. When you realize your why isn't just about getting a sexy toned body, but also improving your health and feeling confident, you'll naturally start adding things like a good diet into the mix. Having that clear vision and a deeper reason behind it is what keeps you motivated even on the tough days. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. If you're serious about leveling up, dive into learning something new. Take an online course, read a book, or practice a skill that's going to help you hit your goals. Like if you've been wanting to get into graphic design, sign up for a course on Coursera or YouTube and just go for it. There's so much out there, and honestly, investing a little time in learning can make a huge difference. Plus, it's fun to see yourself get better at something you actually care about. Work hard in silence. Let success be your noise. Sometimes it's better to just keep quiet about your goals and let your results do all the talking. If you're working on your fitness, don't go posting about it every week on social media. Focus on putting in the work instead. When you finally hit your target weight or crush your goal, people will notice without you having to say a thing. It's all about staying focused, putting in the effort, and not getting caught up in the need for validation before you've even crossed the finish line. The more you own, the more it owns you. You know the deal. The more you own, the more it owns you. That's why simplifying things can be such a game changer. Adopting a minimalist routine helps you focus your energy where it matters most. For example, prep your meals for the week so you're not stressing about what to cook every day. Or set up automatic bill payments so it's one less thing to think about. When you clear out the unnecessary stuff, it frees up so much mental space to actually work on your goals. The most successful people are those who are willing to go where others won't. Switching up your schedule can make all the difference. Working during unconventional hours, like waking up at 5 a.m. to get stuff done while the rest of the house is still asleep, means zero interruptions and maximum focus. Honestly, the most successful people are the ones willing to do what others won't. And getting up a little earlier or finding those quiet hours can give you such an edge. There's something so satisfying about having a productive morning before the world even wakes up. Write what should not be forgotten. Start journaling, but keep it just for you, like a private little space to track your progress and sort out your thoughts. Write about the ups, the downs, and everything in between. Let's say, if you're working on becoming a better artist, jot down your daily reflections about what you're learning and how you're growing. It's not about sharing it with the world, it's about keeping a record of what matters so you don't forget it. Putting your journey into words will keep you grounded and reminds you how far you've come. Privacy is power. What people don't know, they can't ruin. Keep your plans on the down low. Not everything needs to be a topic of casual conversation. Talk about your goals with people you really trust, like your accountability buddy, but don't go sharing every detail with just anyone. If you're training for a marathon, keep it between you and your training partner. Privacy is power, and the less people know, the less they can interfere or ruin your vibe. Just focus on doing the work and let the results speak for themselves. Your focus determines your reality. Pick one goal and stick to it. Don't spread yourself too thin by trying to do everything at once. If you're into photography, spend 3 solid months focusing on mastering that instead of juggling 5 different hobbies at the same time. It's so much easier to actually see progress when all your energy is going in one direction. When you focus on one thing, everything just clicks so much faster. It's wild how that works. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. If you want to make progress, connect with people who are into the same things as you, but do it quietly. Join small online communities or private groups where you can swap ideas and pick up new insights. You don't need to make it a big deal, just find your circle and learn from them. Like they say, you can go fast alone, but you'll go so much further with the right people by your side. Those quiet, meaningful connections can make all the difference. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. Girl, take care of your body. It's literally the only place you have to live. Keep it simple. Move your body, eat some real food, and make sure you're getting enough rest. Try a super easy workout plan and prep a few meals for the week so you're not reaching for junk when you're busy. Keeping your energy up makes it so much easier to crush your goals and feel amazing while doing it. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Keep an eye on your progress, girl. It makes such a difference. Check in with yourself regularly to see how far you've come and tweak things if needed. You could use a habit tracker app like Todoist or Trello to stay on top of it daily. It's super helpful for keeping things organized. Honestly, success doesn't happen overnight. It's those little efforts you keep showing up for every single day that really make it happen. You cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. Even when you're busy chasing your goals, you need to step back and reset sometimes. Rent a cozy cabin or go camping for the weekend, somewhere quiet where you can focus on what truly matters, like working on your business plan or just clearing your head. You can't control everything happening around you, but stepping away gives you the space to take control of what's going on inside. A little getaway like this can recharge your energy and help you see things with a fresh perspective. Patience, persistence, and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success. You've got to believe that patience and persistence are everything. When things get tough, and trust me, they will, don't give up. Focus on those small wins to keep yourself moving forward. Even if it feels like progress is slow, trust the process and keep pushing through. Success doesn't happen overnight, but staying consistent and working through the challenges will get you where you want to be. Just keep showing up, even on the hard days. You've got this. Creativity takes courage. If you're working on something creative, focus on building a solid portfolio or body of work before putting it out there. If you're an artist, try painting 10 pieces for a private collection before you even think about announcing a gallery show. Take your time, experiment, and create something that feels meaningful to you. Putting yourself out there can feel scary, but that's where the magic happens. Creativity really does take courage. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even if you don't want to do it. You'll thank yourself later for sticking with what needs to be done, even on those days when you'd rather hit snooze. I know building new habits takes self-discipline, but trust me, it's so worth it. Start small with changes that align with your goals, like waking up at 6 a.m. every day for a month, starting a morning journaling routine to clear your head, or taking a 30-minute walk outside. Even when you're not feeling it, showing up for yourself really does make all the difference. You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. Take those risks, go after the things that seem impossible, and don't hold back on those new ideas. If you're working on something like a product design, try out 3 different approaches and see what clicks. You're not going to get anywhere by staying stuck or overthinking every little detail. Sometimes you've just got to jump in, experiment, and figure it out as you go. Who knows, you might end up creating something even better than you imagined. Your success will be determined by your own confidence and fortitude. When you've crushed your goals and you're ready to share them with the world, do it in a way that feels authentic to you. Maybe it's posting that before and after photo of your fitness journey on social media or announcing your new business to your community. You've worked so hard to get here, and it's time to enjoy the payoff. The struggles we endure today will be the good old days we laugh about tomorrow. Share the lessons you've learned along the way, talk about your journey and the challenges you pushed through. It's not just inspiring for others, it's also a reminder of how far you've come. If you transitioned into freelancing full-time, write a blog about what that process was like, the good, the bad, and everything in between. The struggles you're dealing with now could be the stories you laugh about later, and sharing them might just motivate someone else to go for it too. Action is the foundational key to all success. Now's the time to show off what you've been working on and let your results speak for themselves. Whether it's launching a new app that solves a real-world problem or showcasing your skills in a way that feels authentic, let your work do the talking. Taking action is what makes success happen, and when you've put in the effort, people will notice. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. You might have lost touch while you were in your zone, but you can totally rebuild those connections. Don't hesitate to reach out to friends, mentors, or colleagues and share what you've been up to. They'll probably love hearing from you. Whether it's grabbing coffee for a quick catch-up or hitting up a networking event to show off your finished project, it's all about getting back out there. Stick with the people who lift you up and support your growth. They're the ones who will keep you inspired and help you find new opportunities. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Success isn't the end, and failure isn't the end either. It's having the courage to keep going that really matters. Use the momentum from your reappearance to push yourself further and set even bigger goals. If you've just launched your business, why not announce a new product line you're working on next? Keep building on that energy and recognition. It's the perfect time to grow. And most importantly, don't stop hustling. You've got this. Taking a step back to focus on your goals might feel scary, but it's one of the most powerful moves you can make. Sometimes stepping away is exactly what you need to move forward. Thanks for watching, and I hope this inspires you to take that next step towards your dreams.